Hey guys, it is officially spring, so I wanted to do a quick garden tour. I love watching these kind of videos, so I hope you guys do too. So it is the end of March. I am in Zone 9. I live near Houston. I have an urban raised vegetable garden, and I just want to give you an update to show you what everything's looking like at the beginning of the season. I plan on making these videos, I'm thinking, on a monthly basis. Comment down below if you think that's frequent enough or if you want to see it more frequent. Okay, let me show you what's in the first couple things. So in this first large terracotta pot, I have some zinnias. I did start these from seed inside, and you can see they're just growing away. I've tried to grow zinnias directly sown, and I haven't had the best luck. So transferring them out into the garden so far is working for me. Then I have some lavender. I think it's going to do okay. This did go through our freeze that we had, but it looks like it's going to rebound. Then in these containers that I have at the beginning of my garden, they are on wheels. These are actually the first containers that I started with. I really like them, so I figure if it's not broke, why fix it? So I do have some basil plants that I started. These will get more bushy as I start harvesting off of them. Oh, just even touching that just smells so good. Then I have a green zebra tomato plant. Those have those medium green tomatoes. It's going to be perfect for salads and fried green tomatoes. Then I have a yellow pear tomato. These are supposed to be super prolific, so I only have one of them. I think that will be plenty. Next little raised bed I do have some more basil, but I have some Thai basil, and this is just growing wild. I love using Thai basil in recipes, but usually when you buy it at the grocery store, it's $3 or $4. So this is going to save me a ton of money this season. Then I have a Sweet 100 tomato plant. This is also doing great. Again, I start all my tomatoes from seed inside. I did that on a video with you guys. And then in the back, I have another green zebra tomato. I just want to remind you, I'm in Zone 9, so it is ready for us to have summer plants in. I do grow in raised beds, and so since I have limited space, I really try to maximize the space. So you'll see some things that are going to look like they're a little close, but yeah, that's it. That's the beauty of a raised bed. You really get to push the space you have because it's a container. So I can control how much I fertilize it, what kind of soil goes in it, what kind of compost goes in it. So it's really easy to stay on top of it as long as you are coming out and looking at your garden every day, and who doesn't want to do that? So I'm going to take you to the raised bed section, and I'm excited to show you. So I have a paste tomato here. I use tomato cages. I know some people hate them. I think it's a love or hate. I don't mind them, so I liked them last year. I'm going to continue using them. And I find that squirrels don't mess with my tomatoes that have cages. So I don't know if they don't like cages, but it keeps the squirrels off my stuff. Then right behind that, again, I'm maximizing my space. I do have some okra. I have some Clemson okra in the back, and then I have red burgundy okra right up front of that. Those will become tall, and that's why I put them in the back. Here in front, right here, I do have 4 jalapeno plants. I'm expecting those to be super productive. Further along the bed, I have some borage. This is the first time I've ever grown borage, so it is getting bigger than I was expecting, so that may get relocated into a pot. I'm not sure yet. Then I have the rest of my peppers up here. I have some Shishito Peppers, and you can see these already have little flowers that are coming up. I have 2 cayenne peppers, and I have 3 bell peppers. This one's a little further along than the others. And right behind them, I have my cucumber section. So I have some lemon cucumbers. Never had those before. They're an heirloom. They literally are a yellow ball of a cucumber. They look so cute. Then I have some market cucumbers. Those are your more traditional, long, dark cucumbers. We love eating cucumbers, so I'm really excited to have a bunch of these. I have another paste tomato. This is probably my puniest tomato. Not really sure what's going on with it. It does have new growth. It looks fine, but it is much smaller than the rest of my tomatoes. My next bed, I have another large tomato. This is a black crim. This one I'm really excited for, and it already has flowers. Do you see that? These are the big, dark tomatoes, and I'm excited to have that on a BLT, honestly. Back planted, I'm going to have on a trellis. You can see I got my T-post up, no trellis yet. I have sugar baby watermelon. This is like slowest melon to germinate, so I'm hoping it does okay, but again, it was the slowest to germinate. Then I have some golden wax beans right here, next to some royal burgundy green beans. You can see even their stems are dark and purple. I have a big rainbow tomato right here. Big slicer, pretty yellow and red. No flowers on that one yet. And then I have some normal, your bush like green beans right here. So I'm kind of calling this section my Mardi Gras beans section because I got my green, my purple, and my yellow. Perfect for Mardi Gras, right? Right back here on another trellis, I have Canary Melon. Those germinated. Excited for those. They sound tasty. This bed over here, I do have some radishes. I have an Easter blend and a yellow radish. You can see my little squirrel decoy going off. I hope that's not loud on video. It does a really high-pitched frequency noise. It doesn't bother my dog, but it has been keeping squirrels away. Back planted here, I just have pickling cucumbers, so I'm going to have 4 of them going. Trellis back here. I think it's going to work out fine. Got some more beans. These are the, I'm going to try to pronounce it, Bortolo di, yeah, I don't know. They're pink, so I'm excited. It does look like I had someone digging in here. So I think I'm going to come and sprinkle some blood meal to keep them away. Then I have my dragon tongue beans. This is going to be the bean season. I'm excited. Look how quick these guys are going. Never grown these before. And I have another black crim tomato in the middle of this bed. This does have flowers starting as well. Those should be good. Back planted over here, I have cantaloupe. That will be on a trellis as well. One more big rainbow tomato. This is a cage I had last year. I think it's going to need an upgrade. Those are some old tags when I pulled carrots out of my bed. This is my onion bed, what's left after the storm. And then I do have garlic over here. It's my first time growing garlic and onions. I think they're doing okay. They're starting to stand up more than they were. They were kind of flopped over, but I'm going to have these here till it's time to harvest them. Basically mid to early summer. And I'm thinking of putting cowpeas here when these are done. That's another thing with maximizing space. So like I said, for my onions and garlic, when those are done, I'm planning on putting cowpeas in their space. So that's just something to keep in your mind as you're getting out there planning your garden, is what's going to go in there next, because it's not going to be there the whole season. Right next to my garlic, I have 4 more paste tomatoes. This is a more shaded area, so I think they're actually really enjoying that. You'll see in the front of this, I have nothing currently. I think I'm going to put some kale and collard greens. Since this is so shaded, I think it will do well. You can kind of see the layout a little bit better. How this curves. This is behind my garage, guys. In this container, this is my herbs. Got oregano, thyme, cilantro. I started inside, just transplanted this out. Rosemary, sage. Probably going to add some more basil back here because you can never have enough basil. Chives. I think I'm not going to even try to trim my chives this year. I think I'm going to try to get chive blossoms so I can make some chive butter. I have a couple more areas in my garden that I have some container style gardening. So I want to show you that. But that's my raised beds, guys. Behind my garage, they have their own little alley, I guess you could call it. But I'm trying to produce a lot of food back here without taking up major real estate in our lawn. So let me show you some container hanging tomatoes that I have. They're already flowering. So these are called Cherry Falls tomatoes. Started these at the same time. They're meant to be a cascading tomato. And as you can see, already full blooms on these. I do come out here every day. Just tap away. That's a trick to get tomatoes to fruit earlier. Some people use the back of an electric toothbrush, but I find my finger works just fine. So I have a hodgepodge contraption back here that my husband built me for something else, but currently it's being used to hang my tomatoes. But yeah, they're just killing it. These are definitely going to be the first tomatoes I have of the season. So I have 3 of those. Like I said, loaded. Okay, now that I've shown you everything that's growing back here, let me show you what I have growing in some containers. I have my strawberries that I made a video and did with you guys. I have some lettuce I started in some containers, and my potatoes. I want to show you what those are looking like. So let's go walk over there. So my back deck is definitely where I'm hoarding my containers. So let me show you my strawberries that we planted together. I've already done a couple of harvests of them. I've even made some strawberry jam. But even since then, I have some ripe ones. So I'll show you what looks good. Some yummy strawberries. Tons of new growth. They have the prettiest, delicate flowers. I did back plant these with some snapdragons. Started these from seed inside as well. Excited to see how those are going to turn out. I have no idea what color they are, so it will truly be a surprise for everybody. Like I said, I've been harvesting these every day because these have just been loaded, but you can see they just stay loaded. So here on the steps I have my salad greens we planted together. You will be amazed how fast salad and spinach grows. Looks great. Let me see if I can lift this up. Oh, it's not heavy. I need to water this actually. This is my spinach. Look at those baby spinach leaves. Crazy. They are the most delicate thing ever. Let me show you the red cutting lettuce because it is dark and beautiful. Isn't that pretty? And we just planted these guys. Haven't cut anything, haven't harvested anything. We have tons of new growth on them. But I really, really want to show you the potatoes. Because if you're like my husband, then you didn't even know potatoes had leaves. Here's our grow bags. We planted these not that long ago, guys. Here's the potatoes. I did what I say to not do. I did not label these, so I have no idea which is which. Pretty sure these are my purple or blue ones because they have dark centers on their leaves. This guy was the first one up, followed by him. Got some more action happening back here. Just now starting to get some sprouts on this one, so I haven't lost hope. And then this one, he's got some leaves coming up. So I'll probably do a video here soon about how to hill these up. Probably should have already hilled this one up, but I was kind of waiting for everybody else to join the party. So look for that video here shortly. Well, thanks for hanging out with me while I showed you the garden at the beginning stages when everything just has its fresh new growth. Before, you know, the heat has come in, insects have discovered everything, and everything is just young and small, and you'll see tons of new growth over the next couple weeks. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and let me know if you think monthly isn't frequent enough on these videos, or if you think they should be sooner than that. I'll see you next time. Bye. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I'll plant with you later.